the owner of PepsiCo, was it PepsiCo or? So one of them
had funded
Trump's.
It was, I believe it was
campaign.
Wendy's.
So it's the owner of the parent company that owns Wendy's. Coke, I believe, is under the same. I need to
go ahead and do the research. I saw all of it. I'm slightly reluctant to boycott based solely on.
You just don't want to boycott fast food.
I want Wendy's. No, I'm slightly reluctant to boycott certain things based solely on their contributions to a certain person. I don't think that automatically means that you are anti a cause.
Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, Wendy's franchisee gives $200K more to Trump re-election.
And by the way, fine. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Fuck. I take it back. If you want to boycott that, and by the way, that happened with Bang Energy, I believe.
I'm Bang Energy here to tell you to boycott this because I want you to stop eating Taco Bell.
You should be careful
for health purposes.
That's one, but you should be careful because it's franchisee.
I know
it's not the organization.
Too.
That's one particular person that is who owns a few Wendy's. You should maybe dig into who the owner of those chains are and where they're located, but don't just boycott Wendy's because they are owned by.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm telling you to boycott them regardless because it'll be good for you.
I'm fine with that. It's not good for you.
There have been a lot of people also asking about the effect of these riots, and you brought up the solutions I was labeling before as proposed solutions, which they are, and that's a very big point. And I did a little bit of digging, and after the death of Martin Luther King, in 1968, there were riots that lasted months, burned over 100 cities,
absolutely,
killed more than 40 people, 15,000 were arrested. And once again, this is not my justification of a riot. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and burn anything. What I will say is that the impact of those riots, the impact of that massive uprising, was the revival and the signing of the Civil Rights Act in America. So while I do not justify, once again, stealing from mom and pop shops, violence in the streets, I actually condemn that. But at the same time, the result of it in 1968 was the signing of one of the most important bills in the history of Black America. And so this is some complex shit.
In my conversation with Stoke or Toussaint, as he goes by, one of the things we talked about was how the narrative so far has been that Black people just lie down and aren't aggressive, or not aggressive, or aggressors, or they don't have any reaction to when they're spurned and when they're being attacked, I suppose.
Yeah.
And that's simply not the case because of that exact example that you just gave. And yes, it's not great to riot and steal and loot and all that, but one of the important things is that there is something happening. You can't just have body after body after body being buried for something that we know is wrong and not have a reaction.
Facts.
If you do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result.
I liken it to this, right? The lion keeper can only poke the lion with his stick so many times before the lion snaps back.
Perfectly said.
What the fuck do you expect?
Kind of perfectly said. But in this circumstance, the lion keeper can only shoot and kill the family members of the headline so many times before the headline says, yo, stop killing my sons. Stop killing my sisters and brothers. Poking, I'd be okay. I'm not okay with poking, but I don't think we'd be seeing a massive uprising if people were getting hit with batons. Right. These people are fucking dying. Yeah. And so it's like how many, and that's the question I keep coming back to, people on the side of peace and making the protests stop send me videos of downed police officers and the retired police officer who shot and killed trying to defend in the looting of televisions. God dang it, get me his name, please. Officer Dorn.
Yeah.
Terrible. And someone said to me, is this what you want? Do you want to see this kind of stuff happen? No, I don't. But Officer Dorn, 1,000 dead Black men at the hands of a malpracticing police unit. Yeah. So people need to understand that there's a massive issue here. And by the way, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, condolences.
It sucks that it had to get to a point where blood had to be spilled to fix the issue.
Yeah. So this, the way Toussaint said it was, this is the physical manifestation of trauma inflicted on Black people.